Hi guys, what's up? Today I am back on the internet after like a 2-week hiatus. But I have fun news for you today, and that is this will be another tag video. Woo, tag videos! But it will also be one of my own creation. Wah, wah, ha, ha. So today I'm very excited. One, because I have a Breakfast Club shirt on. And two, because the tag I am doing today is the 80s movies book tag. Woo! 80s! So I have 7 movies that I have questions for that are all 80s movies, that are all some of my favorites, and some of the most popular 80s movies I have ever come across. So I will have the movie, and then the question, and then the fun book that goes along with the things for you. The first movie I have is The Breakfast Club, because could not put that on my list. And the thing that goes along with The Breakfast Club is a book about misfits, or a book about friends who have come together under unlikely circumstances. And the book that I've chose for this is probably not surprising at all, and it is The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. And I have a couple books about misfits and a couple books that deal with this topic, but this one is my all-time favorite, and if I can mention it in a video, I probably will. So I choose Perks of Being a Wallflower for this question. The next movie that I have that is from the 80s is The Karate Kid, and the topic for this one is a book with a character who is a badass. So for this one, I have chosen my lovely Sebastian and the Black Butler series, and specifically book number 1, because that's where he displays most of his first appearances of his badassery, which, because he's a demon butler, are pretty mystical and wonderful and just make me very, very happy. The next movie on my list is The Princess Bride, and this book topic is a book with true love, and as someone who has lots of romance novels on her shelf, this wasn't that hard to find. But I chose The Lady Most Likely To by Julia Quinn, Eloisa James, and Connie Brockway, because it has probably one of my favorite instances of true love in it, and the love is forbidden, so they aren't supposed to be together. He's older than she is by quite a bit. He is a honored war hero, and she is just a girl from his hometown. And she has been thrown into the pool of women who are supposed to be matches for the Earl in this book. And she kind of, at the beginning, flat out refuses because she's not interested, and then she finds out that this guy is there, and they sneak away and have secret meetings, and it's just adorable, and they're adorable together, and I love them, and they love each other, and it's perfect. The next movie on my list, and probably one that I hope everyone has heard of, is Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and for this I am choosing my favorite comedy, which is What I Was Doing While You Were Breeding, which is a memoir by Kristen Newman, who has written for various ridiculously funny shows, like that 70s show. So even if this book isn't intended to be a comedy, she is a funny person and a funny writer, so it comes off that way. And even while dealing with serious topics in this specific book, it just is so funny, and one of the quotes on the back is probably one of my favorite things ever, and it is, "This book is like Eat, Pray, Love if it was written by your funny best friend." So, accurate. This is my comedy that I choose. The next movie is E.T., and for this one, you get to choose a book with aliens in it or a book with some other sort of mystical creature. I went on the mystical creature end and chose Stardust by Neil Gaiman, which deals with fairies and witches and all sorts of crazy mystical things. I love this book so much. Do I need to say more about it? I don't think so. The next movie on my list is Back to the Future, so you should pick a book with time travel in it, because that is what the Back to the Future series is about. Time travel in his really retro, really awesome car. For this book-movie combination, I chose Shadow of Night by Deborah Harkness, which is the second book in the Discovery of Witches trilogy, and this book deals the most extensively with time travel and traveling between point A and point B using magics of some sort. and I can't really go into super detail because it is the second in a series and there are lots and lots of spoilers associated with the time travel that happens in this book. Read it. And the last movie on my list is Star Wars Return of the Jedi, and the book that I am asking people to choose for this is their favorite sci-fi book, and for this one I have chosen Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. I don't know why I like this book. I don't know why I chose to pick this book up. It's definitely not one I would have chosen to pick up had it not been basically like handed to me, like read it now. I'm not giving you the option. But I really enjoyed it. I think I liked the movie better than the book for this one, and I don't plan necessarily on continuing on with the series, but so far, from the books that I currently have on my shelf, this is my favorite sci-fi book of the bunch. So these are all of the books that I have to show you and all of the wonderful 80s movies that I have associated with these books. If you would like to do this tag, please feel free, do it. Otherwise, the people that I tag will be down in the description box below, so you should check that one out if you think you might be tagged or want to be tagged, or assume that you just potentially should be tagged, because why the heck not? Otherwise, until next time, guys, bye! Have fun storming the castle!